Okay, I am here with the winner from the first episode of season 30 of The Ultimate Fighter, member of Team Pena, Zac Pauga. Zac, first off, congratulations on your win. I mean, you dominated the entire fight and you gave your opponent, Niall Bartling, the first loss of his pro career. So I know that's got to feel good. By the way, your takedown defense on point. How did it feel as the ref raised your hand, you knew you had won, and you were one step closer to achieving your dream as becoming the Ultimate Fighter?
It felt great. That's what I went into the house for. That's what I was there for, was to win. And it was nice to just get that first one out of the way, walk away the winner, fight a guy who I thought was one of the better guys in the house, and, just dominate him.
Okay, so you talk about he was one of the better fighters in the house. What was going through your mind when you learned that you were going to be the first fight of the entire season, let alone against this guy?
So it was actually not supposed to go that way.
Really?
The coaches kind of had a talk that we were going to have someone else fight Niall. That he was the first pick that we were going to fight, but it was going to be someone else. And then Juliana just walked up to me right before the picks and said, "Hey, we changed our mind. It's going to be you." And I didn't even have a chance to react, but I did tell her that I wanted to fight first. I didn't care who I fought, but I wanted to fight that first week, and it just worked out.
So you wanted to fight first. Why? Just to shake off the jitters, just to get it out of the way? Or what was your mind as far as that went?
There was two reasons. The first is that I had done a camp at home preparing to fight. And so I was still in shape, and I didn't want to spend the extra time doing different things. I was ready to go. I walked into the house ready to fight, and I was planning to win. So I wanted the longer recovery time for the second match.
Okay, so it sounds like you had very specific goals in mind entering the tough house. You were selected to Team Pena, and Juliana seems like an incredible coach. Were you hoping to be selected by her? And what is she like now that she is your coach?
Juliana's amazing. I really did want to be picked by her, and I told her that in the little interview that she did with us. I told her that I want to be on your team, and it was because she brought her team out with her. The team that made her, that she won the Ultimate Fighter with, and then became champion of the world with. Those guys were out there with her, and that's who I wanted to work with.
Okay, so now talking about your opponent, Niall. You knew that he was a wrestler. You knew he was going to try to get you on the ground. So other than keeping it on the feet, what was your strategy heading into this fight?
The strategy was just to be the best version of myself. My main training partner at home is Curtis Blades. He's the best wrestler in the UFC, has the most takedowns in heavyweight history. And I knew Niall was going to be nothing like him. Niall's an amazing fighter. He's really good and has a good record. And he's a good wrestler, but he's nothing like Curtis. So I was really just trying to make a statement, go out there and perform and put the rest of the house on notice.
Okay, something else that I think makes a statement is your story. Zac, it's incredible. You left your job as a senior criminal investigator to pursue your MMA dreams full time. And not only that, but prior to your job in criminal justice, you were a pro football player, also a pro rugby player. So obviously you knew that being an athlete was in your blood. But what was it like to have the support of your family and everyone around you as you made this huge shift career-wise?
No one's going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. So I was lucky that my wife and my family supported me, but I just had to do it. I had to, even though I had a good job, I had to chase what I really wanted to do. I couldn't just go in and punch a clock and look at the hours tick by every day and collect a paycheck from the taxpayers every single day for the next 30 years. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. So I had to chase my dream. And I'm just super fortunate that I have a support system that, even if they probably didn't agree with it at the time, they saw that I was willing to work for what I said I wanted.
Well, speaking of support system, you have close to no support system while being in the tough house. You have complete isolation from the outside world. So what would you say is the most challenging part about being in the tough house?
The most challenging part is just keeping your own schedule. It's easy to just get lost in and doing random stuff and getting bored and getting away from training. But for me, it was super easy. My head coach at home, I'm sure he's gonna love that I say this, but he actually spent a decent chunk of time in prison, and he gave me some tips. He said, "This is how you pass the days and don't waste them, and it's by keeping a schedule. It's by doing the same thing every day and making sure you're getting things done that you want to get done, or else it's too easy to just let hours go by while you're counting time, and all of a sudden 3 weeks went by and you didn't do anything. You didn't get any better."
Yeah. And also probably just the time isolated could really eat away at you if you're not careful about how you are spending your time. Now, looking ahead in the competition, all right, seems like you did your scouting reports heading in. Is there anyone that you already have your sights set on for who you would like to face later on?
So yeah, it just depends on who makes it through to the semifinals. But um, like I said, I think Niall was one of the more in shape guys coming into the house, and I'm a guy that likes to fight at a high pace, and so I would like to fight some of the bigger guys, some of the guys from Team Nunes that don't look in shape to me, Eduardo and Chandler and those type of guys.
Okay. I also am curious about your moniker, the Ripper. Is it because you just continue to rip through opponents? You still have a perfect pro MMA record, or did it come from somewhere else, Zac?
It just comes from my fight style. I don't have a combat sports background. I didn't wrestle. I wasn't a boxer or anything. I'm just an MMA fighter, and I go out there and try and make it as violent as possible. I like the things that you can only do in MMA: ground and pound, elbows, making it nasty, making it dirty. That's what I'm trying to do every time I'm out there.
We like that. Is there anything else that you would like to add before I let you go?
No, just thanks for having me on. It's been great talking with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And congratulations on your victory. The first win of season 30 of The Ultimate Fighter and the first win for Team Juliana Pena.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.